Yo, you gonna do it right or not?
No, you do.
Oh my god.
Welcome to Gameplay X4, and this is our Sunday E3 recap.
Yeah, why you banging, bro? You
Kenny,
Yeah,
you
no, we're
never do it.
wasting
Yo,
time,
you be
okay?
Zoe, stop being your me, bro. Yo, so we gonna talk about Xbox because they did their press conference and got it disappointing. So, what y'all think about that?
Well, you guys throw that word out there too much. I think it was trash. It was disappointment.
Alright,
It was
nah.
like,
In all seriousness, I mean, honestly, to me, I feel like the conference was hella disappointing because I went in there expecting stuff and they didn't give me what I wanted.
like what?
But I mean, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. But I mean, they showed mad games. Not gonna lie, but most of them are just cross-platform games. But they show a lot of games. But they for the ones they didn't say exclusive. Never did they say, "Oh, this game is exclusive. That game's exclusive." No, it's
They never said exclusive once.
which is kind of crazy. I mean, maybe
Yeah.
they finally learned that saying
Doesn't mean
exclusive
anything.
don't mean shit, and that their games are actually not exclusive, to be honest, because they're cross-platform. So they just really
Right.
just said cross-platform games. But
Yeah.
I mean, if y'all want to get to the juicy part
I
early,
mean,
or
yeah.
get to it,
Yeah, I mean, why even lie to ourselves, though? What do you guys think about the Scarlet?
what's Scarlet?
I mean, I was looking for it because I know that was the biggest thing that Microsoft had on their. I mean, it was like almost like a secret, right? There were a lot of rumors about Scarlet, and then a lot of people were looking for, okay, if they're gonna show it, they better show it today, or they better show a lot of it now, because
Yeah.
we were able to find out some of the details about the next console for Sony the last few weeks, right?
Right.
And a lot of people was like, okay, so Sony stepping up,
Well, Sony didn't even show
Yeah.
anything.
We didn't show, but they did at least talk about the specs,
Yeah,
things
they
they
had
want to bring in.
they had that Spider-Man demo
I mean, yeah,
where
that's true. They
yeah,
show like loading
yeah,
time and whatnot, how it's gonna be quicker. I think that's
yeah.
probably gonna be what the next gen focus is gonna be about is faster load screens and faster download.
Yeah,
Cause
essentially put an SSD in it. That's it.
yeah, 'cause they're over here
Yeah.
saying, oh no, next generation SSD is like, oh yeah, you're not bullshitting anybody.
Right, uh, Microsoft and Sony both came out with their consoles, and they're just like, oh, here is a new, like, it loads faster, downloads, blah blah. It's none of that is true. All of it is the same. The only difference is they put better hard drive, so it seems like it's faster. That's it. Because like I said, a lot of people forget that download speeds also depend on how quickly your hard drive can write. It also depends on I mean, load times also depend on how fast your hard drive can read. So if you put an SSD in it, you pretty much solve that problem. Like, cool, it was gonna seem faster, but in reality, it's not faster. It's the same shit.
Hmm.
It's just that it has an SSD instead of a normal trash ass laptop hard
Yo,
drive.
now imagine they have a M2 drive in that bitch.
Oh, that's what I assume that they're gonna put.
Now you think they're gonna go M2 route?
I think they're gonna go into route. It's small. I mean, it's expensive, but it's still small. And then on top of that, we're expecting these to be like $500-$600 anyway. So I think they're gonna go for it.
Well, no, the Scarlet is their base.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, the premium one I think is Anaconda.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but like I don't know. I don't know what the code names are, but I mean they
I
got.
mean, the $400 one, which is gonna be the base, I'm assuming.
I think they're all gonna have SSD though, cause it kind of be bullshit. You're like,
Right. Yeah, I
oh
think it's just gonna be different sizes.
yeah, cause can you imagine like the base one just has a regular hard drive, and then you got the premium with SSD. Like obviously that's an advantage, especially when you're gaming online too.
I mean, who
Um,
came up with the names anyway?
what?
Oh, they're just project names.
Yeah, they're just
Yeah, also
solid.
they're just projects that are not like main release games.
Yeah. They're not the
Wait,
actual name of the
But
console.
who
but
named
even
what
then,
consoles?
during the whole thing was just very general, nothing specific, right?
Yeah.
All right. I mean, I don't know if this is true. They mentioned it because I caught it. There was like, the Scarlet's gonna be like support, 8K gaming. Like, first of all, you're not there's gonna be no 8K gaming.
Like
Um,
the upscale.
yeah, it's gonna be upscale, but like, come on, we're not even.
I
I
didn't even
they
know why they referenced it. I think it's because the PS5 were having
No, because
some discussion.
Sony mentioned that they were going to do 8K and all this stuff. They and Microsoft was even mentioned that they're going to do 120 uh, FPS, and I'm just like,
Yeah, 120.
120? You barely could do 60.
124K. Yeah,
Like, like yo,
124K.
they could barely do 60 this generation. So 120, that's like a huge leap. And I
Yeah,
think
it
they
is.
only said that because
I don't
Sony
know why they
mentioned it in their
jumping
conference.
all around with this like 8K 120 frames per second.
Because
Is
they
the
don't want
why
to be
we
left
trying to
behind.
compete with PC now? Like,
Because they don't want to be left
uh,
behind. That's why. Like
yeah,
8K is the
I
new
know they don't want
thing.
to leave. Even them, like people can't even afford 4K TVs yet. Not all of us.
I mean, they're getting a
Even
lot cheaper. Not you, to be
yeah, they
honest.
are. But even then, like,
Not the good
they're-
ones.
I mean, there's some good cheap monitors out there for 4,000 4K.
That's true. That's true.
You don't necessarily need a TV.
That's also true.
Yeah.
but what's the whole purpose of having a 4K thing if you're not using 4K at all? And then they say, okay, let's move on to 8K. I was like, hey, dude, I haven't even gotten 4K. I was like,
No, I
yo,
think like the main focus is gonna be 4K, but the ability to upscale to 8K,
8K.
like, and
Yeah.
we don't mean textures and and polygons and whatnot. It just means resolution.
And on top of that, if you have an upscaled 8K image getting downscaled to by your TV, it's gonna look a lot better too.
Yeah.
So it could just be more of a aesthetic thing too.
I mean, I guess, but most
Yo,
people,
we're gonna have to start squinting to read these fucking words on screen.
people are gonna quickly quickly and jump into the okay, let's see what this is all about when the consoles come out or when we see some footage of it. Is it gonna be even? I think this is a whole gimmick that a lot of companies use in order for you to bring attention to the
Of course.
console.
Like, look, I'm gonna tell you right now. Just like I said with the Xbox One, PlayStation 4, right? They all came out. Oh, it's gonna have 1080p 60, blah 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 blah. No, what happened? What's what they're gonna do is they're gonna be one game that could hit those numbers, and they're gonna be like, "See, we told you you can do it."
Yeah, that's what they did when they had the X come out.
Yeah,
They hit
exactly.
one game hit 4K 6 is like, yeah, we can do it. You see that?
Yeah,
You see that? And it was an
yeah,
old ass game too. It wasn't even a brand new
uh,
game.
yeah. And so like that's what you should expect these numbers to be. Is just one or two games hitting those numbers, and then they're gonna be like, "Yo, see, first 4K capable console, 60 frames, 120 frames, blah blah blah." Nah, it's gonna
It's
be
supposed to, also it's supposed to be variable refresh rate, not just 120. So
right,
like be able to
right.
select which refresh rate you wanted to. I guess like VSync and whatnot. I
Yeah,
mean,
because like I said, yo, if you have all you need to do to make a game console that's not lying, just make one game, empty as shit, put that one hut, have the whole game just be walking into that hut, and you just got a 4K 120 frame game.
which is kind of crazy. I mean, if they can do that, I mean, I'm all for it. Cause I was saying my like, yo, if it ain't 190, 120, I don't care. Cause then if it's 60, it can dip. I don't want it to dip. If it dips under 120, it's fine. Cause you're not gonna be able to notice it like that, unless it's like a hard dip, like instantly.
I gotta see like, is it gonna be 124K or is it gonna be 120 or 4K? You know what I
Yeah, I
mean?
don't think it's gonna be 124K. Nah,
Yeah,
you're gonna probably see 120, maybe 1440.
exactly.
But 4K, you're gonna see 4K 60. If they're saying 120 frames, you might just see 4K 60.
Yeah, because I'm thinking it might be like 4K 60, or because the way they worded it, it could be like 4K 30, 1440p 60, 1080p 120.
Yeah, I don't know about.
But because those numbers could be hit, they can say 120 frames, 4K, and so it makes it seem like it's 4K 120.
Yeah, that's
Because
true.
the only 144 hertz
Your wording is key.
monitor, yeah, the only 144 hertz monitor out there costs like $2,500. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like most people can't play at 4K 120. So I'm just like, who are they targeting? I don't think it's as simple as we're making it out to be.
yeah. Now that you mention it, it might just actually be just like 1080 high refresh rate, maybe 1440 and a little bit of refresh rate like that, but not 4K 120. Like that's
Yeah, exactly. That's a lot. Even graphics cards today can't do
like,
that.
right now you can't even do 4K 120.
Yeah, you can't.
Like there's only
Can an AMD do? I mean, because they also said that they were including a new processor, right?
Right.
Yeah, I think they said it's specifically made for the Scarlet and whatnot. I mean,
Yeah, it was supposed to
that's
be an
just the,
AMD
it's the
processor.
same BS they always spin whenever they have a new machine coming out.
It,
But it's also supposed to support ray tracing. So if it has ray tracing, they plan on doing 120 frames too. I gotta see that because these 2000 series
Nah,
GTX.
it's not happening because yeah, the 2000 series cards, graphics cards, they do ray tracing at 1080p like 30 frames. It's no way it's doing
Yeah, because they
4K
over
ray
here putting
tracing.
that in the same sentence. I'm just like, so
That's what I'm saying.
what are you really doing? Like, are you gonna do ray tracing 1080 30? Like
Most likely.
I don't understand. Like, it's just that's a lot of power unless they got geniuses and AMD's like, yo, we got the best ray tracing. Here you go. Like I don't even know. Like, I mean, speaking
Yeah.
of AMD, have they announced the specs yet for the new card?
No, that's gonna be on Tuesday.
Okay, okay. I thought
That's
it was
the
tomorrow.
PC one.
Yeah, see, I can't wait for that. Oh my god, yeah, I can't wait for that.
Uh,
Let me see. Project Scarlet.
all right, so should we move on to the games that they supposedly announced?
Nah, man, we still talk about the Scarlet. Yo, so apparently, we already knew that Halo wasn't gonna come out this year though. Halo Infinite is
good
actually gonna be a launch title for the Scarlet, which
for
we
sure.
all saw coming. Obviously, we knew it was gonna be a next generation title,
Yeah.
and since we're gonna move on to games, I guess we just talk about Halo right now.
No, no, no. First, we should talk about Game Pass.
You want to just talk? All right, go ahead.
Yeah, because that was really confusing to me.
All right, check this out. Check this out. This is how they're doing it. Actually, uh, let me see. Game. So this is how I think it is, right? So let's say now you have Game Pass. Let's say you have a month of Game Pass, right? And then let's say you have also you already had a 12-year subscription of not 12-year, a 1-year subscription of Xbox Live. Let's say you only got 6 months left of Xbox Live, and you got like a month of Game Pass. Now you can merge them, and it'd be like Game Pass Ultimate, where it'll add on to those months. So if you have 1 month of Game Pass and like 6 months of Live, it'll add it up, and you have 7 months of Game Pass Ultimate. So it's Live
Uh,
and Ultimate and Game Pass together.
yeah, but the thing is, why would you use Game Pass Ultimate where you could just get Game Pass and then use Play Anywhere to get it on your PC anyway?
What happened?
Why? Because why would you get Game Pass Ultimate where you can get Game Pass regular and then use Play Anywhere to play on your PC anyway?
Oh yeah, of course. Like that's what everyone does. But the thing is with that, they're trying to get you to pay more for the service. That's it. Like that's really all it is. Like, cause people that like say people on PC, they don't have to get the ultimate. They just get the $10 pass because it's
Yeah, because
available.
on PC you don't have to pay for online, and then because of Play Anywhere, you get it on your Xbox and your PC anyway. So who cares about Ultimate?
Yeah, cause so what ultimate you get. This is the original, right? Okay, I'm gonna just read off of this. Game Pass for PC, $10 a month, includes more than 100 PC games, whatever. Game Pass on consoles, the same thing, just on more 100 games on consoles. Xbox Live Gold, $10 a month, includes access to online play. Yeah. Game Pass Ultimate is $15 a month, which is actually $5 more than what you would originally would pay. You get Game Pass for PC, Xbox Live Gold, and Game Pass console games. Wait, I don't. Did they separate it? Because they have like
That's what I'm saying.
separate. Now it actually is confusing.
That's what I'm saying. It's separate, but I'm just like, if you have Play Anywhere, who
Yeah,
cares? Like,
you just play your games on PC anyways,
yeah,
especially the first party games.
yeah. Unless they plan on not removing Play Anywhere off of Game Pass, but then it wouldn't make sense for the other
Nah,
games.
if they remove Play Anyway, that's gonna hurt the brand because that's what they've been advertising for Game Pass. You
Uh,
know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. So I'm just like, you might as well just Game Pass, Play Anywhere, play on PC, boom, you're set.
This
All,
guy here is explaining like, oh, it's a great deal if you're play on PC and Xbox games, as Game
I,
Pass has a number of different titles for both PC and consoles. Um, yeah, I think it's actually separate subscriptions. I don't think if you have Game Pass on consoles, you won't have Game Pass on PC.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because like
That's what it is.
it's a good deal for console players who want Xbox Live,
Yeah.
but for PC where you don't have to pay for Xbox Live, it's really no different than just getting regular Game Pass using
What they're
Play
basically
Anywhere.
telling you, if you own a PC and an Xbox, and get Ultimate. That way you pay $15 and not $30.
Yeah, that way you get scammed out of $5.
Yeah, you're actually getting scammed out of $5. Not no lie. That's crazy.
Yeah,
This is actually a cash grab. Not gonna lie. At first, I thought this was a great deal, but it's actually a cash grab for me. For like if you play on PC, there really is no need to get Ultimate unless
yeah,
you want
that's
to
what I'm
get
saying.
games. You want to play games early.
Yeah, that's true. That's like the only benefit you have is getting play game. But then you could just get no, but you have to get Ultimate for that, right?
Yeah, to play like
Uh-huh.
cause they announced that Gears 5, you can play it. I think it was 5 days early if you have all Game Pass Ultimate and whatnot. I mean, who cares? I mean, I guess you want to play get it for views, you can do it, but I can wait. You know what I mean? For
Yeah,
$10, I can wait the extra 4 days.
yeah.
And you know what I mean? I mean, I guess right now you don't gotta pay $10. You can just pay $1 and get Game Pass for the next month. Cause you
It's like I
know
said.
they just love giving away games.
Yeah, yeah. So going from Game Pass to XCloud, it's like I said. I think I just wait for the XCloud. I don't know how XCloud is gonna work exactly.
XCloud,
Is it just Game Pass? Like, does Game Pass include XCloud,
nah,
or how's
I
that work?
think XCloud is completely free. XCloud is supposed to be. All right, think of XCloud how Google Stadia is doing their shit. You know how, yeah. So you know how you can just play games off of a server and whatnot. That's what XCloud is, but you can use your console as a server. Let's say you wanted to. Let's say you're going on vacation. You going like I don't know. Let's say I go on vacation. I go to New York, and I'm over there. I'm like, damn, I want to play these games, right? I can just stream the games I have on my machine to my phone, the tablet, or whatever. Kind of like how Stadia is doing it. The only thing is, those are your games you're streaming on your machine, or I think they never talked about a subscription service. I don't know. You can
It's
use
free. It is free.
their, huh?
It is free. So XCloud essentially allows you to stream from
From their service or your Xbox.
yeah to including a Game Pass.
Yeah, so
Okay.
if you have Game Pass, you can stream any game on that bitch.
Yeah, yeah. So it's not like Stadia per
Yeah,
se.
Stadia's charging you for a subscription.
No, no. I mean, there's no games on XCloud.
Oh, there isn't.
No, it's Game Pass. It's the games you own in your library. It's just using the XCloud to stream it
Okay,
to
okay.
something
It's
else.
weird because Phil Spencer has said that it's funny. I forgot to play the video. It's funny because Phil Spencer has said that you know you can use your Xbox to search as a server or use our servers. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was
Yeah,
like,
because
it's
I
weird.
think whatever game you own is going to be able to play through xCloud. So I think if you have like Game Pass as well, you'll be able to use xCloud to stream
But it's just like
Game Pass
Stadia
games.
though. Stadia, you don't when you pay for the subscription, you don't have access to games.
Right? No, but that's what I'm saying. I don't think there's games in the xCloud itself. I
Yeah,
think
yeah, I
it,
know.
I think it's just like let's say if you want the games, you would buy Game Pass, and then because of cloud, they will then be able to play those Game Pass games anywhere.
Yeah, no, yeah, just like
Yeah,
Stadia. The only thing you don't there are no games on the XCloud.
right.
It's pretty much the same thing. That's how I mean. I think that's dope. You know, you get to play your games wherever you want. It's
Yeah,
like
it's
I'm not gonna lie. That's funny they do that, right? Because everyone's talking about the Switch. I was like, I could take it on the go, on the go,
yeah,
on the go. Now you can take all
yeah,
your Xbox games on the go. I
yeah,
mean,
exactly.
gradually it's gonna be through internet service. So if you don't have an internet service, you can play your games. But I mean, if the servers are good,
Yeah, so I think this part is where like Microsoft really has a strength over
Stadia.
PlayStation Nintendo because or Sony and Nintendo is because in their when their new console comes out from pretty much this point on, it has backwards compatibility with brand new games.
That's true. Yeah. Uh huh.
And so you can just be like, "Yo, I'm gonna get Game Pass with the new console, so I have any new game that comes out." Because that's a lot of the times, like whenever you see someone like buy a console, like we've all worked in retail.
Yeah.
Like you see someone buy a console, the first thing you do is how much is this game? Oh shit, it's $65. damn, that's a lot with a $400 $500 console. And so with Game Pass, it's just like, okay, cool. You just get the console, and then from there you could just get 14, $15, and then boom, you have our entire library from the beginning, including the brand new games. And so it's just like it lowers the barrier to entry for like as you move through generations. I think that's smart. In like I said, Sony would have to put like their own games, their new games on PlayStation. What's it called now?
Yeah, they need to put their new games on PlayStation now,
Yeah,
because
but because
PlayStation, PlayStation now is exactly the same thing as XCloud,
yeah,
because they're streaming the PlayStation now from several PlayStation threes somewhere in one of their headquarters.
so but because they're not doing that, it gives Microsoft an advantage. To be like, yo, you just released, 5 launch games. Oh, you can't afford it? Cool. $200 Xbox, 14, $15 for a game for Game Pass. Boom, you have the whole library. You get started right there. If they're lucky, maybe $100, or be like, hey, screw it. You have a Switch, stream it there. Like, wait until you get the Xbox later. Like, they have options that Sony and Nintendo no longer have, and I think that's gonna make them win the next generation.
But that's why Sony, is like, oh, you want to work together now? You want to work together? The cloud. Let's go. Let's work together. It's crazy, right? How times have changed.
I think it changed because like they got that deal with Nintendo. Because like I said, Nintendo is known for not compromising with anybody.
Yeah, it's true.
So the fact that they got that deal, it's like, oh shit, they
Yo,
must have done something crazy.
yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I was hoping Sakurai popped out on that Xbox conference. Like, yo, no, like let's say they would have teased like a new Banjo game. This is what like I was like hoping, right? I was hoping they would have teased a new Banjo game. You see Banjo, right? He's doing all these things like, oh my god, a Banjo game! This everyone's so excited, right? And he has a letter, and it's Smash, and then Sakurai comes out. Yo, that shit would have been fucking fire. But I didn't get what I
Sak-
wanted. I meant a dream. Um,
Sakurai teased it during the Invitational.
yeah,
Uh,
he did. But yo, imagine like he came on Xbox thing. That would have been fire. Or they got Phil Spencer on the direct to be like, yo, here Banjo.
hey, you might get that. There's not until Tuesday.
Yeah, we still got a chance, yo. This partnership about to be crazy.
Yep.
I think
Uh,
this was just very confused and everything was going on with an Xbox renaming different services they're trying to come
Oh,
up
they're not
with.
renaming the services. They're
No,
all the
no, no
same names.
renaming, but they just come up with new services with different names. It's just everything really confusing right now.
Yeah, because the thing is,
Uh,
like, what they're trying to do, they're trying to make, well, they kind of did already. They want to make the Xbox brand a service. It's not,
yeah.
it's not gonna no longer be a traditional I mean, you're still gonna have the console, but eventually, it's just gonna be Xbox, the brand,
Right.
which they're
Right.
trying to put that bitch in everything. They want to put Game Pass on phones. I guess maybe the Switch, maybe it's PlayStation. They want to put it everywhere where everyone can access it because that makes them way more money than
Y-
selling consoles.
Yeah, it's like they're trying to do what Nintendo does. They're trying to make it mainstream
Yeah,
because they realize that if it's mainstream, it'll make them way more money than if it's just gaming.
yeah. It's like, I mean, I guess all it does is just benefit the gamer. So I'm all
Exactly.
for it. I don't even care
Yeah,
what they
of
do.
course.
As long as I gotta pay less to play games, that's really what I care about.
Yep.
Like, look at me, I'm
So
about to pay $1 right now to play a bunch of games for the next month, bro.
yeah. And so now that all that's out of the way, you wanted to say something about Halo Infinite. Go.
Yeah. So Halo Infinite is gonna be a launch title for the Scarlet or whatever that shit is gonna be called next year. Um,
Day one Game Pass.
they yeah, oh hell yeah, that's a day one Game Pass. And then watch them have a deal a month before the game or 3 months before it comes out. Here's $1, $2 for Game Pass if you want to get
Might
play
might
Halo.
even see a custom Xbox.
Oh, probably most likely, most likely.
Yeah.
If there's a custom Max, but if that shit's fire, I'm getting it.
Yeah.
If that shit's fire, I'm getting it. I just don't like getting day one consoles because they always break. But
Yeah.
yeah, so Halo Infinite, they showed it. It's, I mean, they really much to talk about because they didn't really show shit. All they really
Right.
showed was, Master Chief in his classic get armor. They went back to the old ways because everyone's complaining like, I like the old Chief, bring back old Chief. Like they got back Chief, right? I
Yeah.
mean, I'm disappointed they didn't show gameplay. I mean, then again, the game comes out next year, so why would he? But then again, they've done this before.
Yeah.
I mean, they didn't even show gameplay for Gears 5 either, which is kind of crazy. Um, but I mean, they didn't really show much. All they did is Master Chief is floating in space. Some dude sees him. He gets picked up, whatnot, whatever. I mean, the graphics really don't look that crazy. It looks. It doesn't
Yeah.
look. It doesn't look like next gen at all. That could be an old tech demo they put together just to show at E3,
All right.
but we don't really know what the fuck the game's gonna be about, what the gameplay is. I think that trailer was just a little trying to like tease you into thinking like battle royale the way it was set up.
Yeah.
We already know that they're gonna do a battle royale game. I think that's probably how they're gonna start it from there on out. That's really it.
Yeah.
They ain't really else to talk about Halo, to be honest. I
Yeah.
mean, it's
That's
a
really
soft
it.
reboot from what I'm hearing and what it looks like too. So those who play Halo 5 got cheated. And I keep hearing myself. Those who play Halo 5 got cheated because they're not. I don't know if they're gonna continue the story in Halo 6. So
All right.
whatever. The story was trash. We're moving
Yep.
on because that's it.
Yep. Cyberpunk.
Nah, Cyberpunk. No, the best thing about that was this Keanu Reeves. That's it. That's what you need to know.
Nah, no, no.
Keanu,
Yo,
John Wick
Cyberpunk.
himself, bro.
Cyberpunk is gonna be straight fire.
Yo, no, I'm
Like,
telling you right now. I was telling
it,
Ray, bro. This game is gonna be game of the year for 5 years straight.
easy.
Like,
Yo, this game easy to be game. Yo, like so far, this game like they barely showed anything. The hype for this game is so high, and it's like it was only made better by Keanu Reeves. It's just like, yo, this game's gonna be straight fire. This is a day one. This is a day
this game
one.
gonna be fire if Keanu hopped on this bitch.
Yeah,
Cause he don't hop on shitty shit.
yeah,
And unless we
like,
talking about the day the Earth stood still, that shit was, oh my god. But
yeah.
this game looks great, man. Yo, Ray, what you think
Like
about this
the
game? You a little quiet right there, my guy.
I mean, it did make me. It remind me of a little bit of Blade Runner 2049.
I mean, yeah, it's
Um,
cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
it's
But that's
cyberpunk.
why. That's why I was like, you know what? It doesn't look that bad.
Are you a
Maybe a
Blade
little
Runner fan?
bad. Huh?
Are you a Blade Runner fan?
Yeah, yeah, I am. But the thing is, the Blade Runner, the last one that came out, it obviously was very artistic in a way of like everyone was like praising it, but at the same time, it was kind of a boring film.
Yo, like me,
It read sometimes, but even then, like Cyberpunk, I think it might live to his expectations. So far, I don't see the why people have the whole hype. Even you guys are hyping it up, and I don't see why.
Yo, if you played The Witcher 3, yo, you be.
Maybe
yeah.
that's why I haven't played the
I didn't
game.
play The
Yo,
Witcher 3, but I've seen people play The Witcher 3. That
yo,
shit's
I
fire.
Yo, I played The Witcher 3, and when I first cut it on, I was like, yo, this game is trash. I don't know why people like it. I got halfway through that game, and I couldn't stop playing it. I played it straight through for like 2 days. Like, it was crazy, and it was a really good game.
Yeah, like CD Projekt Red, they make good games because they take their
Yeah,
time. You see the hard work they put in. You see the time spent on it. Hard work and time don't really mean shit unless you show something. And this Cyberpunk
yeah.
looks fucking great, yo. That
And,
game right there is a day one. Like I
and
can't wait.
yeah, and not only that, but it's just like, I'm a huge fan of the cyberpunk genre. I like Deus Ex. I like Blade Runner. I like all that BS. It's like, yo, so far this game looks good. I even played the original Cyberpunk, and so it's like this game looks good. It looks like it's gonna play well. It looks like it has a strong narrative. Like it looks like it's a really really good
Yeah, I
game.
just hope that game looks like how what we've seen, yo.
Yeah, I mean this game, because Death Stranding is coming out so late in the year. Oh, this game has to go up against Death
Yo,
Stranding
let me
next
tell you
year.
right now, if Death Stranding ends up being trash and it wins Game of the Year and Cyberpunk doesn't, I'ma kill somebody.
What month does Death Stranding come out again?
It comes out November, I think. Let me see.
Yes.
Let me look it up. Let me see.
Yeah,
Death.
so it has to go against Death Stranding and Cyberpunk have to go head to head in 2020 for Game of the Year because Cyberpunk doesn't come out until 2020, and so that's gonna be one crazy ass head to head because Death Stranding is a day one, Cyberpunk is a day one.
Yeah,
These look like fire ass game.
It comes out November 8th.
Okay,
So they
yeah,
are gonna competing next year for um, Game of the Year, unless they added, because last year's Game Awards, they added November games to it. So
but it,
unless they change it, I don't know. But if it does come, they both compete. Swear to God, yo, if Death Stranding wins and it's trash, I'm gonna call out some frauds out here.
so Cyberpunk is looking straight fire, and I can't wait. Cannot wait for that game, yo. Gonna be sick.
All right,
Uh,
you gonna like that game. You know you gonna like that game. You gonna get it because you gonna like
Yep.
it. All right,
Yep.
all right.
I don't. I
Don't
don't
be
know the
hating,
Xbox.
bro. You
Are you
you
guys
don't
ready
like
to talk about the next fire?
you said you don't like Xbox. You said
I don't own that one.
you don't need
I
Xbox. You
mean,
got a PC, bro.
Yeah.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. You're gonna have
You
with
got a
all the
PC,
Game
my
Pass
guy. We are
things.
not
Yeah.
buying that game on no damn console. Let's be real.
Oh,
Like,
oh.
if you buy that on a console, you are get
Wait, so
that is
it's
a
not an
Wait,
exclusive.
what are we talking about?
There's not an
Cyberpunk.
exclusive.
The Cyberpunk is exclusive, yeah.
Oh, then
Wait,
Yeah.
no, it's not.
It's
Xbox.
not, yeah. So it's not gonna be on. Oh, yeah, but it's gonna be on PC. Yeah, it is gonna be on
Yeah, that's
PC.
what I'm saying. It's gonna be on PC.
Yeah,
We're not buying that shit on no console. We getting that shit on
yeah, yeah,
computer.
PC, bro.
Yeah, all day, every day. What we gonna say?
You guys
were
ready to
you
talk
gonna
about the
share the
next
game?
fire?
Yo, what's the next fire?
Next fire, Lego Forza.
Yo, Lego Forza. Yo, bro. You cannot sleep on Legos.
Yo, he rolled up right in his face, dog.
Yo, he rolled up with a
Lego
Lego.
Forza. I
Bro,
missed that one.
you what? Oh my god,
I
bro.
missed it. Remember they crashed? My computer crashed when I was doing
Oh yeah, that's
Oh,
right. Your computer broke. You missed Lego Forza. This dude came up in a Lego mobile, like legit made out of Legos, lights and
yeah.
everything. That was
Lego,
fire.
Lego Lamborghini, my guy.
And you get to play as a Lego with a Lego mobile and Forza. You know your favorite game.
In a realistic game.
Realistic, but yo, that thing looks straight fuego, bro. I gotta go play that shit tonight.
I have to check it out right now and just see.
Yo, Ray don't know the truth. He a hater.
Nah,
How
son,
about to rust this piece
it's
of
the
shit?
Nah, it's cool. It's cool. We can go on to the next one.
yo, and then
Dragon Ball.
didn't they show Lego Star Wars in this bitch? Yeah,
Yo,
yeah,
Yeah,
that was
yeah,
actually
they
the
did,
first
yeah.
game, third party game they showed. They got so I mean, if you want to go down the list of these games, you want to talk about these games right here, I guess. Star Wars getting Legos, whatever. Fallen Jedi. I mean, it's all the series, the whole entire series, and just Legos. You know, 1 through 9. That's it.
yo,
Whatever.
They came out with a whole saga of Star Wars, right?
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. It's the whole and
The
it's
whole
called a
series. Yeah,
Star Walker Saga.
yeah. Skywalker Saga.
Yes, I said Star. Is that what did I say?
Star Walker.
Skywalker. Yeah, whatever. Fuck my life.
You're getting the new Minecraft too, huh?
Oh yeah, that's true. Nah,
Nah,
son.
son. Fuck
Nah,
Minecraft.
they
Yo.
could keep that.
I'm
Yeah.
done with Minecraft. Minecraft. I
Yeah.
was done with Minecraft 10 years ago. Like this,
Oh,
that game. Forget that game. I guess we could talk about the next heat. We could talk about Gears.
now the next heat is Dragon Ball Kakarot. Yo, we saving Gears for last. There's a lot of stuff I gotta say about that game.
So
Wait,
you want
which
to talk
one?
about Dragon Ball? I mean,
Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball
Ball Z.
Project Z,
oh,
Kakarot.
Project Z. All right, look. Let me tell you right now. I was looking at that game and I was like, oh my god, they're feeding us the same fucking story again. We gotta play through this shit again. Then I saw what they were doing. And I was like, oh my, yo, this shit looking fire, bro. It's supposed to be an RPG too. I'm like, so it's not a turn-based RPG,
I guess it's
but
gonna be like Legacy of Goku and stuff, but like modernized.
I
I guess.
guess I mean, I don't know, man. That game looks really good. I hope they don't fuck it up. They really obviously no gameplay because none of these games barely had gameplay aside from fucking
Oh
Star
no.
Wars.
Yup.
Everything else was just pre-rendered cutscenes.
Yup.
So pre-rendered CGI. So yeah, fuck. Even Gears, bro. Like that shit was so disappointing. I
Yup.
mean, and you want to go down the list of games they showed? It's not that crazy to be honest. I don't even want to go
I
down
mean,
the
we
list.
I
we
mean,
we we can go down all the whole list
no,
though.
not
Just a
really.
few.
I mean, they show
Yeah.
Battletoads. We could talk about Battletoads.
Well,
What you think about that?
Battletoads, it seems entertaining. I think
Did you
it's the
play
only game that we.
the old school Battletoads?
It does
Uh,
remind me of what's it called?
teenage
Don't say Clay
teenage
Fighters.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Okay, I was about
Yeah,
to
yeah.
say. Alright, yeah. Apparently they're supposed to be, they were supposed to be making fun of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Okay,
Yeah, that's why they look so goofy and whatnot like that.
look pretty close to it.
But honestly, graphically doesn't look that great. But I mean, that game looks like it looked fun as hell. That game
I
looked
mean, yeah,
fire.
it looks goofy, and that's why it's so attractive. Because it's a game that you would play for fun with friends. You get me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Nah, but it sucks. You can't even
Two
play online,
friends.
bro.
You gotta play with two friends.
You only can
He
invite.
said it's only for three, right?
Yeah, it's
Only
three.
three.
It's only
Yeah.
three. I'm like, what the fuck is up with these just three
Well,
player games, yo?
I don't know, man. Apex started the whole thing, and
I know,
Yeah,
right?
they was like, yo, I guess 3 player does work, bro. Yeah, no four, fuck 4 players. I don't get it, man. But then it doesn't even have it online. I'm just like, what the fuck, bro? What are you, the Switch? Like you can't play with your friends? Like, what the fuck's going on? Like, I mean, it's a platform, but who cares, bro? Just give me
Yo,
online. Castle Crashers had online. That's an old ass game.
yo,
You know what I mean? And it had four players.
yo.
What about Blair Witch? Do you guys like that game?
Oh, I was
Fuck
just
that
about to
game,
mention that
dog.
game, yo.
Yo, F that game, dog. I don't give a fuck about that game.
Oh,
Blair Witch is old.
you a hater, bro. I'm sorry.
Nah, son,
That
nah,
game
F that.
looks sick. I don't know what you talking about, bro.
Nah,
That
son.
game reminded me of Outlast. Like Outlast
Nah,
is
bro.
fire.
Yo, don't get Blair Witch. Get the game we're gonna talk about when we talk about Bethesda.
Nah, you gotta get big player with yo. That
Nah,
that
son.
that game
Nah,
looks sick, yo. Imagine that game in VR.
but they ain't got it in VR
Ah,
though.
nah, nah. It's gonna come on in VR. You'll see. Nah, that game looks sick, bro. I like me my horror games. You a hater.
I mean, I
You
haven't
probably just
played
get
Blair
scared,
Witch at
yo.
all, but it looks good.
Yo, you want? Yo,
Um,
nah. We gonna talk about this fire game though, yo. The best
what,
fucking game.
Psychonauts?
Nah, no, fuck that. Flight Simulator, bro. Yo,
Nah,
Flight
son.
Simulator. Like I remember I called it while I was watching. I was like, oh, is that like a traveling simulator type shit?
Do
Yeah.
you actually hype for that?
Hell no.
I mean,
I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Nah, that.
yeah, I was like about
I
to
mean,
say, like,
it
there's so
sells,
many.
man. It sells,
But the thing
man.
is, like, it's a flight simulator, but
It sells,
don't
dude. It
won't you
makes a lot.
need an actual like not you can't use a controller for a simulator.
No, I mean, no, you get that flight, bro. It sells because it brings people into immersive experience, dude. Like they would get that flight stick,
Yeah,
get
you
those
think they're gonna
controls, and
how
they go right in
you
front
think
of it.
how much that flight taking you think is gonna be?
Oh, it's like $100, $200, man.
See,
Always,
that's
yeah,
mad money just
always,
to fly around the
yeah.
world. Like,
Hey, man, but people buy it, dude. It sells.
I mean, I guess. I mean, that probably be like a good, streaming thing. Like, yo, well, y'all wanna go to Japan today? We out, yo. We out to Japan, bro.
All
That
right.
should be, imagine they'd be like, yo, VR streaming, and you be like it's like you're in like you're a passenger and shit.
I wonder if it's
That'd be
for
lit.
two people at least.
Nah,
Like
that's a
you
one
like
player.
you take a one like a buddy and like both of
Nah,
them.
Nah,
nah,
that's a
nah. I
one
think it's one
player
player.
game.
Yeah.
I
That's
mean, yeah,
definitely
that
one
was
player.
being one player, but I'm just saying.
Nah, son.
Okay, what about Borderlands 3?
Borderlands, we already. I guess. I mean, whatever.
I'm not really a fan. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not.
I
I've
mean,
never
you guys
played.
did play the first one. What
I
about the
never
second
played
one?
Borderlands, bro.
I played the first one, but it just was not interesting.
I never played Borderlands. It's like whatever.
Yeah.
People love the game. I don't. It's like whatever to me. Is it an
Yeah. It's only
RPG?
yeah. Essentially, it's just fun with multiplayers
Oh, okay.
with three friends.
Oh, co-op.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I
That's
mean,
it.
honestly, I'm not too crazy about Borderlands to be honest. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a game we knew about anyways,
Yeah.
so like at the end of the
Well,
day, none of these games benefit Microsoft because they're not exclusive anyway. So
yo,
whatever.
Did you
that's
guys
a,
ever play Daylight at all?
Dead by Daylight.
No, just Deadlight. I think because they showcased Deadlight too.
oh
Deadlight.
yeah. Uh, we
Deadlight.
have the game.
You don't you mean Dead by Daylight?
No.
No,
It's
it's
like
called Daylight. It's also a zombie game, but
Daylight.
yeah. It was the one with the dude with the hoodie.
Oh, let me see. Hold on, cause I don't know what game y'all talking about.
Dying Light.
Oh, Dying Light. Okay, okay.
my bad. This
Yeah.
Daylight. Yo,
Daylight.
what the fuck? I was like, what the fuck is a
um,
daylight, yo?
yeah, my bad.
Dying Light. I never
Dying
played the
Light,
first
yeah.
one, so I really don't know to be honest.
Yeah. We haven't got around to play the first one
What
yet.
Yeah,
about like right at the beginning when the whole like
no,
first movement
it
started?
looked pretty cool, but I mean,
Yeah.
at the day, it's there was no gameplay, so like I can't really be hyped for it like that.
Yeah. What about Bleeding Edge at right at the beginning?
Oh, that's actually
I gotta
first party.
see. I gotta see. Yeah, I gotta see
That's
that
actually
one.
first party.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. They really
Yeah,
show
I gotta
much.
see for that one. Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't show much, so you just gotta wait. I mean,
It's
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 like
their it's their Overwatch game.
yeah,
But
cause that's that what that another 3 player, it's a 4 player like melee kind
uh
of game.
yeah, it's a melee multiplayer.
Oh, hero based melee player.
Yeah,
Oh, so
multiplayer,
pretty
yeah.
much For Honor Overwatch.
Yeah, exactly.
I gotta see, cause I wasn't a fan
Yeah.
of For Honor, so I gotta see. But if the game has abilities and you do crazy shit, it might interest me. But
Right.
I gotta see. To be honest.
So,
Oh.
first of all,
Wait,
it's kind of fucked up that the fat chick turned into a motorcycle. It's fucked up. Like that's really fucked up.
That's
But
not fucked up. Yo, she
yeah, it is.
fast.
No, man, yo, you don't have fat people turn into vehicles. That's offensive.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. How's that
Yes,
offensive?
oh, would you say she's heavy as a truck and shit? Like,
Ah, man, that's if you take it offensive, that's all you, bro.
so that's offensive to fat people.
Nah, man, you wildin'. You know what's offensive about to fat people? If
But
they turn to a basketball and you try to dribble them all over the stage. See, that's offensive.
about motorcycles offensive too.
Nah, you ballin',
Nah, you
bro.
said because she's the motorcycle itself.
Yeah. You know what's crazy though? How like Sony did not show up to E3 and Microsoft still didn't have the best conference.
The thing is, Microsoft still has to build those studios. Sony already has them.
Yeah, but like yo, they legit. You might. Oh, yo, Microsoft had the game won. Like all they had to do is come in, deliver some news that people want, and they would have fucking had. They would have had it. But
But that's what I'm saying. I think most of their games and stuff are going to be held until the next console. You
yeah,
might
I
see
know. Like
more, yeah.
I know next year might be better
It's
because they
no,
held off shit.
because they're going to use it to push the console sales of the next console. That's why. So all the like the hypest games people are waiting for that were like leaked and stuff, you most likely aren't going to see them from next year.
And you know what's gonna crazy? What's gonna be crazy? Next year, most likely, Sony will be at E3, and they gonna show
Yeah,
that
yeah,
PS5, and
yeah.
it's going next year is gonna be war. And
Yeah.
next is gonna be war. Nintendo's gonna be on the sidelines, like, damn, look, you see those consoles over there, bro? Damn, look what they can do, man. 8K, ray tracing, 120. Damn, we barely could do 1080p.
And we do
That's crazy,
720p.
yo. They're gonna be left in the dirt again.
to be
Yeah.
honest, I don't know what kind of game is Nintendo playing. Um,
Nintendo plays their own fucking game. That's what. They,
Well, the thing is, Nintendo is already on a whole different level. That's why.
in the
Like,
shady level.
no, I mean, think about it, right? They've already entered like end of history status when it comes to games. Like almost all their major characters are iconic. They're recognizable all around the world. Like I said, Man Wada died. You know what I mean? And people gave him parades all around the world. You know what I mean? Like most people don't even know the name of the Sony CEO. Like, like, like
that's true.
when
That's true.
when Miyamoto dies, like God help us all. Like, you thought Iwata was bad? Yo, watch what happens with Miyamoto's funeral. Like, watch it. Like, you're gonna see. Like, it's a whole different level. Nintendo has no reason to compete with these people. They're already mainstream. Sony and
I
Microsoft aren't
mean,
even close.
I mean, I get the idea that they're like legends and then almost untouchable, but at the same, I
Yeah.
mean, like, come on, man, you are like a gaming company. At least try a little bit.
The
But
thing
see,
is
that's the thing.
also like my go ahead, go ahead.
It's like think about it though, right? You take a look at they released some toys and amiibos. These things calls a media store. These guys released Pokemon Go media store. Detective Pikachu comes out, breaks box office records for a video game. What do they have to prove? Like you know what I'm saying? What do they have to show? They dominate the handheld market. Like their Switch is selling like gangbusters. They got nothing to prove to anybody. They already won.
And
No,
you know what's
and
crazy
that's the
though?
sad part about it.
You know what's crazy about is that they're not people like oh they're irrelevant whatever they're not competing with Microsoft and PlayStation. At the end of the day, you're making games, you're competing with Microsoft and Xbox, but the Switch is still selling crazy amount of fucking units, which is kind of crazy. They actually passed Xbox sales.
Yeah. I agree that they're competing with Microsoft and Sony. But the thing is that when it comes to making money off of video games, Nintendo is a champion. Like I said, their consoles don't have to sell when the 18th Zelda game comes out and dominates Horizon,
Yeah.
dominates God of War. Like when Nintendo sells a game, they sell games. Their games sell million. These guys put Dynasty Warriors with a Zelda skin over it, and it outsold every Dynasty Warriors
Yeah,
game.
that's true.
Like you know what I'm saying? Like these guys, they sell millions of copies like it's nothing.
Nah, son, Nintendo got a cult following, man. That's not fair.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yo,
It's
they
like
they legit have people that would die for Nintendo. It's fucking ridiculous, bro.
that's what I'm saying. They make Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee sold over 10 million units, and that's the third time they remade this game. Like it's crazy. Like these guys don't have to compete with them. Like their console flop doesn't matter. They still gonna sell millions of units anyway.
Fucking crazy, bro. All right,
Man, I hate
Uh,
fanboys.
let's move on from
Anyways,
Nintendo, yo. Like,
before we move on to Gears 5, because I guess that's the last game we could talk about.
yeah, we talk.
Do you have any
Yo,
game
Ray, fix
that
your mic.
really? What's going
Yeah,
on?
I hear the fan. Okay, there you go.
Okay. Do you guys have any game in particular that stood out besides the normal titles that you were expecting to come out?
12 minutes.
I mean, what? 12 minutes?
12 minutes. The one where he's stuck in a loop and he has to save his
Oh
wife or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah, yeah. That game looked pretty interesting.
Yeah, it looked pretty
Yeah,
interesting.
like I like. It looks like it's gonna be a puzzle type game where you gotta
Yeah,
figure stuff out. You know, like a mystery type thing where
yeah.
you gotta get to the next level. Like I don't know how it's gonna be because you're gonna be repeating. You know, everything over and over again. I guess I don't know. In Majora's Mask, would you repeating days or would you just
Sorta, sorta. So it's like what would happen was you would have to do a certain thing. The moon would come down and you had to reverse time.
okay, okay.
But what you did stayed. So I don't think it's exactly like this game.
Oh, it's just gonna be if you didn't if you weren't able to figure it out, it's just gonna reset again. I
I
was.
think so. Yeah, I think it's like designed to see like, oh, what path I'm gonna walk down this time. I think that's what 12 minutes is like.
Okay. Yeah, we'll have to see more of it. It seems interesting.
That and what's the other movie? It's like Spirit something.
Spirits.
Yeah, it,
Spirit
like
Fair,
what?
Spirit Fair, or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
What about it?
I think that one looks pretty interesting.
Why?
'Cause the animation looks pretty clean. That's it.
Hey
I didn't
man.
particularly care for the gameplay. I just liked the animation style.
Oh yeah, Spirit. I forgot. I have it here, but I forgot what the game is. I mean, for me, I really like Tales of Tales of Arise.
That looked pretty good too.
Yeah, I'm a fan of Tales. Tales games are really always been really good. You know, the fact that I, that game looks like it's gonna be a Game Pass game, not day one, but down the line. So
Oh yeah, I would expect a lot of the Tales games to be Game Pass. Yeah,
yeah, so down the line, you know, I ain't gotta pay $60. I'm pay me a good $10, $1, and get put it on Game Pass.
yeah, they
Uh,
kick these games out pretty frequently.
yeah, I mean, Psychonauts. You know, the first game was great. You know, what I mean, the second game, I'm not a fan. You know, I like the art style, but those graphics look kind of spooky. They look like
Yeah, I
last
mean,
gen graphics.
yeah, I think they this was completely a nostalgia trip.
Yeah,
I
like
think
those graphics looks like
yeah, they got
last generation type shit.
yeah, like the textures look kind of muddy, and then on top of that, they got the original voice actor. It's
Yeah,
just like I
it
think
might
this is a
just be
nostalgia trip.
selling you
Yeah,
nostalgia.
yeah, I think that's exactly what it is.
Yeah, what's y'all remember what RPG time is?
Oh yeah, that's that little RPG where it was like turning a book,
Oh, okay.
like and it was like little drawings in a book. That one looks pretty interesting mechanic wise.
Yeah, look, I don't remember that shit, so y'all can talk about it
Yeah,
if y'all want to. Me, I don't know.
yeah. I mean, mechanic wise, it looked interesting. Other than that, it didn't really draw my attention that much. I just like the fact that it was like a book. It was like, oh, turn. Are you ready to turn a page? Yeah, turn a page. Like that was
Yeah,
pretty cool. But other than that, I'm just like, I'm not really a huge fan of RPGs like that. So
you're not a fan of RPGs?
not like that. I won't play every RPG, but I'll play like the really good ones.
I was about to say, bro, you play like 100 hours of Persona 5.
That's what I'm saying. Like I'll play the really good ones, but I won't. I'm not gonna play every RPG.
I mean, but you'll tolerate a good RPG.
Right.
Alright, I guess. Because a lot of the games you play this year were RPGs.
Yeah.
You did. You just didn't have to play them. Alright, I mean, I guess that's it. There ain't really nothing else for when it comes to
There's
games.
five, huh?
No, I know Gears 5. I'm talking about the game,
Uh,
like the games they showed, like the third party games and whatnot. Like, I mean, all of them, they showed a lot of games, but, you know,
I mean, I guess the only other one would be like what Fantasy Stars 2.
yeah, for whoever cares about that fucking old ass
I
game.
think you guys forgetting about Eldering.
Eldering,
All by R. R. Martin and Dark Souls Elden Ring.
I guess.
I mean, I don't know what that game is. They only showed a small
A lot of these games,
teaser.
they didn't really have. A lot of these games, they didn't really have gameplay. All they did is just come here, show you a video, and that's it. You know what I mean? Like they didn't even have gameplay, so you can't really get excited for it. I mean, I guess if you know you like the art style of that video, I guess. But other than that, I
Right.
mean, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. Then like I said, there's Fantasy Star 2. You know, shout out to all the people who had to hook that internet connection to their GameCube. I know it's hard. Uh, oh,
Oh shit.
They have Crossfire X. Get ready for Cheater Central again. I know I'll be cheating up in that bitch again.
God damn, she is
Um,
cute as hell. I'm not gonna lie.
Making
Sorry,
it
I'm
interesting.
not. You know what? Yeah, let's just move on to Gears because this is what I want to talk
Yeah,
about, yo.
and then Ori 2 for the 800th time.
Ori 2, yo, let me talk about Ori real quick. Ori's thing has been in development for like what,
About three,
three,
four
four
years
years?
now. Yeah,
3, 4 years. They showed it at E3, I think 2017. This is the
17,
third
6.
time they show. I think third time they show Ori, and it's coming out next year. Why?
Yeah,
Why is it taking so long to make a fucking side scroller
an
platformer?
indie game.
Yeah, an indie game. Like
Yeah.
Microsoft picked it up. You should get like you should have more. Being ditching this game out already. Like it's crazy.
Oh, mhm.
That's crazy. Yeah, you. It's not like this is one guy, two guys making it. Like
Yeah,
Cuphead. This
yeah.
is a small studio making a side-scrolling game. Why is it taking so long? I've
Yep.
seen 3D games come out quicker than this fucking game.
Oh,
It's crazy. But I'm still gonna play that game because that game looked fire. All right,
yeah.
so now we're gonna move on to Gears 5 because that's really all that
Last
Microsoft
last
had
topic of the Microsoft. Yeah.
that was like worth talking about. They showed some pretty some new stuff for Gears 5, but no gameplay though. Apparently, they gave the gameplay to IGN. Like, why didn't you just show that shit at your conference? But whatever. Yeah, that's weird as hell. But all right, Gears 5. What y'all think?
To be honest, so the main character looks pretty interesting. Kate looks
Yeah,
pretty
cause
interesting.
I don't, I still don't know. Is she supposed to be the granddaughter of Mira?
I think it might be deeper than that because they said that she started being more aggressive.
Yeah, cause apparently they was talking about bloodlines and whatnot.
Yeah, and then they said that she had when she showed her little pendant to Marcus, he realized that it was
A locust syndrome.
a locust pendant.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, it might be one of those things, but she might be part locust. Like that might be in her blood. Like this might be like some whole different thing that.
Well, but locusts would just mutated humans, right?
Yeah, but I'm saying that like it was never really explored before.
Yeah.
Except it's like Mira was like the closest thing that we had. Like I don't even think she was a locust. I
Nah,
think she
she
was just a
wasn't
human being
locust.
crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's a human that I think the locusts were her people. I believe.
yeah. So I think that like it might be that she might be part locust. That kind of thing might be in her blood. Like it's pretty interesting the way they're setting it up so far.
Yeah, this
Uh,
looks like a different way that of a narrative from
yeah,
past Gears games. This looks like it's going more deep than it used to be before.
yeah.
And I like the way it's going because I like dark, gritty, and deep storytelling. I just hope they don't fuck it up. That's really it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think this time, well, first of all, they made like one of the most boring characters from Gears 4, like actually interesting.
Yeah, ain't
But
that right? No one really cared about Kate in
yeah,
Gears
no,
4. Yeah,
okay.
she was
And
just a side
then
character.
and I'm so happy they kind of scrapped that Lambent storyline.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I'm just like, okay, cool. I like the fact that this is more like deep. Like it's not just locust. They couldn't have kids because they're locusts. It was just like, okay, they could still have kids, but here are the consequences. That seems more interesting. I don't know if that's the
So
story.
you mean to tell me Kate's
That'd be
mom got
interesting.
jiggy with it with a locust?
Hey man, beauty's in the eye of the beholder, man.
Yo, imagine like Rama's like,
Uh,
I'm gonna beat that ass, girl.
I know, right? And yeah, so that'd be a little more interesting. Or maybe it's like a locust, you know what I mean? Where it's like the queen makes the worker bees and only the
Yeah,
queen. You know what I'm saying?
that's true.
So maybe Mira, this is Mira's daughter. You get what I'm saying? Oh, so it'll be really interesting because then again, it could be like anyone else's daughter, right? It could be like Ram's daughter. It could be like any of the locusts, really.
No, I think it might be Mira because I think last year in the trailer they showed Marcus has said Mira or something like that. I don't. I gotta watch it again. Don't quote me on that.
Yeah. So I just like where they're bringing the story. I just hope that stays deep, and hopefully they bring back that Gears One energy where it was actual horror game.
Yeah, it's
Nah,
looking like that game mode Escape is looking like a little bit like Gears One.
I might have to pick this game up again, this franchise up again.
Yeah, but you don't have to pick it up. You should get that Game Pass, boy.
Oh, exactly.
That Game Pass for like 100,000 games. I still don't
Uh,
know how they're making money off of this shit, bro. Honestly.
but it's supposed to come out this year, right? Gears.
Yeah, Gears 5 comes out this year.
But yeah,
I
I'm
think it
not
comes
probably
out in
gonna pick that up.
September.
Yeah, so I have to pick that up for sure.
Comes out September, and then if you care about the multiplayer, I do. You we got a stress test in July, and then they got the beta I think in August.
Okay, yeah, so I'm gonna pick that up, see what it's like, because like it's making her, they're making her look pretty interesting as a character.
Alright, yo, sound guy Red, yo, a little quiet over there. What's up?
No, I mean I don't know much about Gears history when it comes to the campaign itself. I stopped playing it after the second one, um, and
Don't
then I
worry,
pick up
don't
four
worry.
out of
Judgment was
nowhere.
trash.
Then I pick up four out of nowhere and start playing the multiplayer. I mean, hopefully, what else can they bring to
Wait,
the
wait, you didn't play
multiplayer?
the campaign of four?
No, I never touched it.
Or so you just got rid of half the game.
Yeah,
Yo,
we
like
picked it up with my
four was
brother just
actually
now.
had a decent story. Like people hate on four, but just like, bro,
Even Kenneth
that was
said,
not bad.
even he told me, he's like, I don't know why you got four. I never gonna play that shit. Blah blah blah.
Yo, four's
Oh yeah.
campaign was not bad. Dude. That was decent. It could have been better, cause it was basically pretty much just I gotta go find Marcus. Gotta go find Marcus. Find Marcus. End of game.
Right.
That's really all it was. But the execution was decent. The way they told the story, it's
Yeah.
just like the plot was just eh. You know that's why I like Gears 5. I think it's gonna be a little different.
Hope so.
We got a new game mode though. They called it is Escape. They only showed a pre-rendered cutscene again. No fucking gameplay, so we don't know what the hell it is. Um, but it's let me see. Did I read anything about that?
Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be kind of a thing where you start at one area and they keep throwing hordes after you, and you
Yeah,
have to
yeah. I
get out of
think
the area.
yeah. I
Yeah.
think what if Escape is like what is it? Is it Dead by Daylight where you gotta like kill one guy or you gotta leave run away from one guy?
Oh, that's it. Yeah.
What if it's something like that where
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, possibility, but whatever. I don't. We don't know much about the game. But then we saw that the Terminator is gonna be in the game.
That's gonna be fire. That was
Uh,
crazy.
Like I didn't see that
Just the
coming.
multiplayer?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a playable character in multiplayer.
Yeah.
Like that, it looks fire. Most people are not gonna give a damn, but it looks fire. Whatever, you know, it's a character.
To be
Uh,
honest, I don't know why they include him there.
Nigga, the Terminator destroying, killing shit. That's fire, bro.
Terminators versus hordes mean Terminator win.
Hell yeah, that's gonna be straight fire, bro. Just see me in multiplayer, bro.
I don't know why they did it though.
Why? I don't know.
Terminator.
It's told me, yeah, it's Terminator, yo.
That's Terminator, dude.
And also the movie's probably coming out. It's like, yo, let's get
Yeah.
this hype. All these
It,
companies.
se- it seemed like they buy their way in.
I mean,
Who
that's
cares, man? Terminator.
no right.
Like, yeah, who cares? It's
Yo,
Terminator.
T9000, all that.
Yeah, I think that was a T1000.
Is it might as well have Schwarzenegger? I mean
Oh yeah, yeah,
Arnold.
yeah. It was a
Might as,
T9000.
might as well have Arnold as a playable character too.
Nah, we just need the
Yeah,
Terminator.
we just need the Terminator. We don't need his
Yeah,
life.
yeah, we don't have nah.
That's more money for them. They gotta pay. They
Yeah, the
already
skeleton's
paid
good
for
enough.
Keanu Reeves to show up at their fucking
Yeah.
conference. So
Yeah.
imagine you got paid for Arnold to be like, yo, he would have showed up at Gears. Hey, what's up? I'm the Terminator and Gears of War playable character. I'm gonna kill some locusts. Blah blah blah.
That would be cool.
That would be fire, but yeah, whatever.
I mean, it is what it is. I guess they got the Terminator, and people are excited for it.
Yeah, I mean, that movie's gonna be
Yeah.
straight trash. So I
What
don't
can
even care.
what can you expect about the multiplayer? What kind of modes they could bring besides the normal
I mean, I just hope they
versus?
don't fuck it up. They
Yeah.
did a good job with Gears 4. Just keep that same energy, make it smoother, and make some better. Makes the maps are really good. Just don't fucking give me old ass maps. Just give me new map. I'm tired of people of getting excited and having to pay for old maps again. Like Gears 4 was half of those maps were legit just flashback maps. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, like I said, all I really hope is that they make it darker. Like the whole reason I was interested in Gears because it looked like a horror game. After two and three, I stopped caring because it stopped looking like a horror game. It stopped feeling like a horror
Yeah,
game.
it got
So
real like colorful and whatnot.
right, and so I stopped caring about it. So hopefully they bring it back to that. I just hope that Kate's story is that one of those like, oh look, I'm sorry guys, I did all these bad things.
No,
Just do come back. Like
I think Jace is it JT or Jace Marcus' son JT.
yeah, yeah,
I think he's gonna end up being the antagonist towards the end. Cause if you see the trailer from last year, he was really like adamant about her following orders and doing what she got to do, and she's out there disobeying orders. and then when he finds out, she's has ties to the locusts and whatnot, it might change the way that character progresses. So it might
That's
might
that
might it
ass.
might be a little different. I want to see what's up.
Yeah.
So in
Uh,
September we gonna get that US 5, and I'm gonna bust everybody ass in it. So
yup.
I mean, you guys gonna get the service?
oh yeah, it's gonna
The
be
Game Pass. Yeah.
like, yeah. I already told myself that I don't need to pay $60 to play these games. I pay me $10 right now. Play like 4 games in that month. Cancel that bitch until the next good game comes out.
Yup.
Why spend $60 when I could spend 10?
Yup.
And
True,
everyone's gonna
true.
have that mindset. Like why do it to myself? Oh, it's not even that. Microsoft pretty much giving all these games for free. Yo, just pay $1 for a month and you play like, I mean, if
18
you,
games.
yeah, you could
I
play
think I think
all
there's
those
gonna be a
for.
catch to that.
There's
I
no
don't think
catch
they're
It's
to
gonna
that.
not.
make it that
There's
It's
no
it's
easy.
catch to
not. It's
that.
not. Yeah,
They've
it's
they've
not.
always done that, yo. Like
Yeah.
I just 3 months ago, I did what was it? Was it $1, $2 for 3 months?
Yeah.
Yeah, for 3 months, bro. I honestly don't know how these guys are not losing money. It's ridiculous. Like $2, like really, like $2. Like I don't understand.
I said, man, it's like I said, man. You get $2 from 100 million people. What is that? That's $200 million a month. That's a lot of fucking money.
I that's true. That's
Like
true.
imagine,
But you could get
imagine if everyone in the United States signed up for that. That's two times $300 million a month. You know what I'm saying?
man, that's a
That's
lot. Yeah,
that's $600 million a month times 12.
that's true. That's
Yeah,
true.
that's a lot of fucking money. They know that.
But then like how, like I don't know, man. How are they getting these fucking deals though with these studios? Like, oh, here's a million, here's 2 million. We're gonna get 20 million anyways. Is that their mindset? Like, 'cause that's crazy.
$10. Like, think about it, right? Xbox has what, 40 million in sales right now? 50?
Xbox Ones? I
Yeah,
think it's 40.
40. Okay,
They
yeah.
are nowhere near 50.
Yeah, so let's say it's 40 million a month, right? 40 million sales, right? Let's say everyone pays $10. Okay. That's $400 million a month times 12. Boom, there you go. That's $4.8 billion a year. That's a lot of money.
That's crazy. If
That's
it's
a lot of that's
consistent
a,
like that, yeah.
yeah, that's a lot of games right there.
And that's not counting Xbox Live.
Yeah, exactly.
Because a lot of people get $60 a year, so imagine that too. Yeah, that's about going back to they want to make their platform a service. That's it. I'm all down for that. That means more games for me, and I don't pay much. So that's really it.
I
And I
mean,
hope
Uh,
I hope Nintendo goes down this route too, but they ain't gonna do that
yeah, right.
shit.
They barely want to give you games with the paid
Yeah,
service.
that's fucking true, bro. Like,
Uh,
oh my god, man. But I think
yeah,
Sony's gonna end up trying to do this as well too in the future.
yeah. You heard Nintendo already had issues with this people buying the 1 year plans
Mm-hmm.
because people felt it was
No,
BS.
it's because it's
Like,
trash, bro.
yeah,
Straight
now they're
trash.
feeling it. I mean, now they're
You know
feeling
what's
it.
crazy, bro? How the fuck they they're charging you to for you to play online and don't even allow you to play online with your friends? Mario Maker, like, are you for real?
That's not the scope of this podcast right now. Next is Bethesda.
That's crazy, bro. Like, all right, so good. We're about to end this out right now. So
Uh,
what do y'all give I mean the conference?
it's a solid
well, out of
six.
what rate?
Well, one out of 10, out of 10.
I'm gonna give it like
I'm gonna give that bitch a 6, cause
I was gonna say like a 7.
yeah, I'm gonna give it a 6. I
Yeah,
mean,
I think a seven is inaccurate.
I'm gonna give it a 7, cause like what was exciting about this conference that warrants you to give it a 7?
Well,
Like what?
I was so first of all, the cyberpunk thing caught me completely off guard. When they showed Keanu Reeves, I wasn't expecting at all.
Yeah,
The Dragon Ball thing really surprised me too. Like I was not expecting Dragon Ball at all. Like I was expecting Dragon Ball, but not to look the way it looked. It looked really good. Fantasy Star 2, I wasn't expecting that. Um,
but like that got you like, oh man, this is a great conference. Yeah.
Nah, but that with those plus like 12 minutes was like because usually when they show the indie games, I'm just already tuned out. I'm like, yo, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
But some of the indie games caught my attention this time, and I was like,
yeah.
okay,
I'm giving it a 6 because like I didn't get no gameplay. They barely
yeah,
spoke about the X Cloud. They barely went into detail about the X Cloud. Barely into detail about the Scarlet one. No Gears five gameplay. You know, no Halo Infinite information. So what I wanted, I didn't get. So I was disappointed. I don't get.
Actually,
So I don't care what
actually,
nobody thinks.
yeah, but now that you say that, that's another thing that caught me off guard too. Was that I really felt like the fact that while they didn't show the Scarlet, they did give it a release date or release area, release
Yeah,
window.
next year. Yeah.
And so I was just like, you know what, that was pretty good. I'm like, okay, fair enough.
Yo, honestly, I think they did that. They was like, yo, Sony ain't gonna be up in here. That's cool. We're not gonna show information. They're gonna wait until Sony releases and shows the PlayStation 5 so they can release theirs.
But yeah, because we all
Not
know the
release,
place.
but show it.
Yes, like I said, yo, 2020 was going to be the year the PlayStation 5 and Xbox most likely release because Sony and Microsoft are talking about the consoles themselves. Like whenever they do that, that's how you know they're getting ready for a launch.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. All right, we're gonna wrap this up. We're gonna.
Wait, Sound Guy Ray, what do you give it?
What about? I said that I give it a 7.
Why?
Not just because of the hype, and I thought I was like, to be honest, I would have given it a 6 just because they didn't show anything about their console. Right when it started,
Handle
when they
game.
start talking about it, and then it's like, okay, here he goes, they're about to show it, and then they just says, things that
Very
we're gonna
bait.
include, and then things to expect, and then
I got
nothing.
baited. I got hella baited, yo. So
But
that's it.
yeah, I think a 7 is pretty solid since they also they were bringing to they brought Gears 5, and I wasn't expecting Gears 5, to be honest. That's because mainly I didn't know there was gonna be a Gears 5 anytime soon.
Are you serious? You didn't
No,
see Gears 5
mm,
last year?
no, I didn't.
Wow.
um,
That's
I did.
crazy.
I lost
So
it.
you mean to tell me
Um,
for a whole year you didn't know a new Gears of War was coming out?
I mean, I'm sure that at some point they're gonna say something about it, but I
That
didn't know
that,
they're gonna show something on the
that's
E3.
that's honestly
I
insane.
mean, to be honest, I was
How
expecting.
could you not know about Halo, Gears, and Forza, bro? That's their flagship.
I mean, yeah,
Oh, they showed all three of them this year
Yeah,
too.
Halo, Gears, and Forza.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's their
so
flagship.
all
So,
right, so let's wrap it up.
all
Yeah,
right, so we got nothing else to talk about, right? We just gonna ramble off for it.
yeah.
All right, guys, this is it. This is our thoughts on
The
the
Xbox press conference.
Xbox 2019 E3 press conference. Did you think it was trash? I thought it was trash. Say it in the comment section down below. Like, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Later.